Shane Thompson with Kitesurfing Magazine. We've been down in Cape Hatteras the last couple of weeks testing all the new light wind gear, and this is the new Duotone Juice DLab 13 square meter. And this thing is a light wind masterpiece. It really, with the DLab, what it stands for from Duotone, just to let everybody know, is this is like got their new Alula fabric, which makes it one of the lightest, probably the lightest 13 meter we've ever been on. Duotone spent a lot of time kind of R&D'ing this kite with the Alula material. They had to do all sorts of things to keep the leading edge super stiff and reactive, and special seaming to keep it all together, because this material is so stiff and light that it just changes the performance of kites pretty drastically. So what we found with this is it can fly in incredibly light winds. Like, it will actually hang up in the air in sub 6 mile an hour winds. Whereas most kites, traditionally made kites at Dacron, would be falling from the sky at that point. The other thing that the Alula seems to do with a kite like this is like lets a big kite with lots of power still like react and steer. So, as you know, if anyone has flown big kites before, what you find is you go to steer them, and there's quite a bit of lag time between the time you actually want the kite or ask the kite to turn to when the kite actually turns. With this kite and the material that it's made of, when you want the kite to turn, it feels just like a smaller kite would. In that sense, it just reacts and initiates the turn when you want it to. Making it super cool for light winds and for foiling in ultralight winds. This thing's amazing. The power that you can generate from it, we had like guys that are bigger guys on our test team this week. We're in that over 200 pound range, 220 pounds. And this thing, when they sent it down, pulls them right up on the water really quick, even in, it was probably 8 mile an hour winds. And this thing could pull a 220 pound person out of the water so that you can start foiling, right? Also, I mean, just the control that you get, and the way that this kite holds together through the gusts. It has lots of D power, but at the same time, it remains super controllable even as you get into a little bit more wind, which is nice as well. Definitely kind of a more central pivot on the DLab. It pulls really smoothly through the entire turn, and that helps you get up in lighter winds as well, because you can use that kind of swoop and pull through the turn to generate a little bit more power. Yeah, so check out the new DLab if you're looking for something to get out on the water in super light winds, like blowing offshore right now. And this thing, it's barely windy out here. Look, this thing is floating in my hands. Just in this, the flags are barely moving. That's how light and reactive it is. Yeah, check it out.